Good evening and welcome to Manic Field as we're underway in Division 4 North. First round game. Rockport, who's already played a game, they defeated Matignon. Rockport is number 15, Matignon was number 18. Rockport beat them 5-1. Rockport in the white, St. Mary's in their normal blue. Rockport is 9-6-1. St. Mary's 15-2-2. St. Mary's is the number 2 seed. Rockport, as I mentioned, the number 15 seed. Camden Wheeler is in net for Rockport. Nick Pappas in net for St. Mary's. And you have to play the game. If you go by the records and you go by the schedule that St. Mary's played, this should not be close. But that's why they play the games. O'Brien will take the throw in. They knock it away. And they knock it deep. Mackey is back there. Longs to Fong. Looking to go deep. Knocked away. They knock it to the near side. Just kept it in. O'Brien broke it up. Perez gets it back. Mackey throws it upfield. De Oliveira had it taken away. Rockport from the KPN League. St. Mary's Catholic Central, the Lodge, Catholic Central. At the same time, St. Mary's is playing here. The St. Mary's girls are playing Low Catholic. They just played Low Catholic the last game of the season and got a 2-1 win. They knock it upfield looking for George. Broken up, and it was Kevin Perez running right in to George, kind of breaking up the play, and now it goes out of play. O'Brien will take the throw in. Niccolo, a little shift. Trying to throw it to the net. It got blocked. Longs to Fong. Gets around. Slides. Tried to tip it by the goaltender. He got it by, but it went off the side of the net. Couldn't get it out in front. Good effort by Joseph Fongs to Fong. Wheeler kicks it away. St. Mary's takes it away. Boy, that looked like it was 2 feet out of bounds when Niccolo headed it back in. De Oliveira, pass broken up. Ramsden knocks it upfield. Get it to Rowan. A little behind the back pass picked off by Mackey. And it got knocked out by Matus. O'Brien with the throw in. Headed out. Slipping and sliding, but getting by. They throw it out in front, and they got a foot on it. But they got the foot on it and knocked it wide right and out of play. That was Niccolo who got a foot on it. Wheeler will kick it away. Both these teams, along with Classical and Shawsheen, who just played the first game here, are very thankful they weren't playing here yesterday. It's a nice day today. The wind yesterday, if anybody can remember, it was blowing like 80 miles an hour here. It was cold. From long range, the shot goes high over the net and out of play. Wheeler will get to kick it away again. Bodies go down. No call to letting them play. Tip to the middle. Back checking. Oliveira knocked it loose. Perez with it. LeBron knocks it ahead. Broken up and knocked out by Rockport. Mike D'Agostino, the head guy for St. Mary's. David Curley for Rockport. Off the side of the foot, it got picked off by Rowan. Bernal with it, makes a little shift. He tried to get it to Rowan. Rowan was stationary. He thought he was going to move upfield, I think, because he pushed it ahead of him, pushed it too far ahead, and it went out of play. It goes out off St. Mary's. Matus throws it in. Rowan tries to knock it to the middle. Yeah, Pappas is out to grab it. He boots it high and deep, way past midfield. And it gets headed out by Mattis. O'Brien again with the throw-in. Alex Stefan broken up. They knock it deep. Mackey is there. Perez lost it. Just off the tip of the foot of Bernal. And then the pass looking for Nicola was broken up. Deflected by Perez. Knocked upfield. Rockport will hold on. Nolan Perez with a rush, but knocked it too far ahead. And it's cleared away. Rockport keeping it in the St. Mary's end. Lead pass. Trying to walk in. Takes the shot. Pappas has to make the save. Good bid by Rockport. Shot. Bounced off the goaltender. Good hard shot. De Oliveira. Ripped that one. And it bounced off the chest of Wheeler. At the other end, that was Andrew Guelli, who got that shot that Pappas had to make the save on, and now De Oliveira almost knocked it home. Wheeler had to make the good save. Good hard shot. Rockport coming back. Can't get around Nolan Perez. Nice little shift by Perez. They get it. Thonks the Fong in the middle. He knocks it deep. Headed away by the defense. Mackey stepped up and missed it. O'Brien covers up and knocks it away. And he knocked it deep, and here's Mackey knocking it away. Now it was Goelli again trying to pick it off and get a good shot. Mackey denied. Now it goes out. Well, mass substitutions. Half a team coming back now for Rockport. 5 substitutions. Mattis will take the throw-in. Kicked out of play. Winds up in the seats. That went down the exit. That wound up at the front gate. Headed away. Niccolo with it. Thongs to Fong. Pushing it up. Gets it ahead. De Oliveira broken up. And Rockport knocks it deep. Mackey is there. Couldn't keep it in. Rockport will get the throw in. Nice little crowd here for this game on a Sunday afternoon. I was wondering why everybody was milling around the front of the net with the throw-in come from the side. I look, I said, it's not a free kick, it's a throw-in. But Mattis threw that almost to the net. He threw that a long way. His teammates knew that he could do it. They weren't anywhere. They didn't come within 5 or 10 yards of him saying, throw it to me. They all went down near the net, watched him throw it for a possible scoring opportunity. Popped straight up in the air. Perez lost it. Perez gets it back. Gets it back to LeBrun. Conley got broken up. O'Brien winds up with it. Longs to Fong, sends it ahead. De Oliveira behind the back to Thongs to Fong. Down deep, sending it out in front. Coming to the net was George, but it went off his foot and off to the right and out of play. He broke to the net knowing Longstafon was going to throw it out in front, but couldn't get a good clean shot and wound up knocking it away. So still no score in this one. Division 4 North. First round game. St. Mary's first game, we mentioned it. Rockport put 5 on the board and knocked off Mattigny on Friday. So they've got rid of the butterflies as far as playing in a tournament game. St. Mary's veteran team, they know all about tournament. St. Mary's takes it away. Nice job by Conley. Taking it up, looking to get around, takes the shot. Wheeler had to make the save. Good bid by Conley. High booming kick by Wheeler all the way back to the 25-yard line of St. Mary's. O'Brien faked like he was going to kick it upfield and let it go out of play. Tipped ahead and out off Perez. And here we go. 6 subs for Rockport. They're trying to wear St. Mary's down. Pattis with another one of those deep throws. Kevin Perez kept it alive. Gets it back. De Oliveira in the middle. Perez with the shot. Get deflected off one of the white shirts out in front. And Wheeler will kick it away. I think it was Eamon Wheeler. Camden Wheeler was a sophomore, the keeper. Eamon Wheeler was back there helping his brother. I'm assuming they're brothers. One's a sophomore, one's a senior. O'Brien kicks it upfield. George looking for a header. He'll track it down. Kevin Perez lost it, but right to Nolan Perez in the middle. Longstafong gets it back. Faking, can't get the shot off. Kevin Perez faked the shot. Now it gets broken up. Rockport putting a lot of white shirts around the net. Longstafong trying to tip it to the net. It gets tipped in the air. Knocked loose. Cleared away. And I'm not sure what they're calling. There were bodies going down. It was late. They were all the way up to the 30-yard line looking to make a play. Shane Bernal looked around and said, "What's going on?" They called the takedown back at the 5-yard line. And Wheeler kicks it away. They knock it deep. LeBron hustling. And Rockport got there first, but knocked it away. Knocked away again. And they have to wait because they were chasing one ball that went out of play. They had to go, now they have to go get the other one. Skips past O'Brien. Up ahead to Nolan Perez. And knocking it out was Bernal. Back to O'Brien. Tip to Kevin Perez. Skips past one, breaks in the middle, gets it to the side, trying to throw it in front. George got a piece, knocked it down, but couldn't get control of it, and now it goes out of play. It went out off Ramsden. Now it goes out off St. Mary's. They're cutting down the subs now. Rockport's only putting in 3. Halfway through and counting this first half. 0-0 the score, Rockport and St. Mary's. Tip loose. Stefan winds up with it. Lost it. De Oliveira tried to keep it in. It got knocked out. And they're calling it off St. Mary's. Stefan with it. Clears one, gets away from another. Trying to walk in, tips it, gets it back, and shoots it over the net. He was going full tilt. He beat everybody. Got it to George. George just one-timed it back to him. And on the fly, Stefan tried to one-time it and just got under it and tipped it over the net. To the near side to Prentice. Trying to throw it in front, headed away. And not clear. O'Brien got his head on it and knocked it away. Now they knock it way up in the air and it's going to go out of play. And they're really cutting down the subs. They're only making 1 now. St. Mary's will make their first. George took it away. And then it got knocked out by Collins. They get it to George upfield. And it goes out. They're calling it off St. Mary's. Out again off St. Mary's. O'Brien missed the header. They tip it past Mackey. Great hustle. Nolan Perez with great hustle. They got it by Mackey. Prentice tipped it by him. Rockman only has 6 seniors. They're a young team. Tipped out in front, headed away. Trying to get a shot off, they did, but it got blocked out in front by Mackey. Rockport putting pressure on the net now, but Glasgow clears it away. And now they clear it totally away and move it upfield. They knock it clear across field, hustling to keep it in. Stefan gets it by 1, but Rockport hustles and knocks it away. In the middle, Perez couldn't get the shot off. Trying to walk by, bumped off the play, and gets knocked out by Rockport. "15 minutes and counting left in the scoreless first half. St. Mary's knocks it down. It's loose. Rockport will clear it away. From long range, LeBron shanks it. Way wide left and out of play. And again, substitutions. St. Mary's making 1 at a time. Wholesale changes through this first half for Rockport. They got a very big squad, and they're using just about everybody. Wheeler kicks it away. He's only a sophomore. Eight sophomores on this team as the ball goes too far and out of play, with a couple of freshmen. Mackey knocks it back and knocks it out. Blocked. Took the full force of that one. I think that hurt Thongstafong. That got him around the midsection or maybe lower. He's moving around a lot slower than he was. Headed back. Mackey knocks it high in the air, back near midfield. Shot. De Oliveira. Shot again. And it just slipped by. Wheeler might have got a piece of that one. He got a piece, it rolled by, there was nobody there to tip it in, and it just rolled by the near post. And he took it off the hand. He's grimacing with the hand. So Mary's going to get a corner kick. So Mary's will make a couple of substitutions. Coming from the near side. Tipped away. Thongstafong got it to the net. Wheeler got a piece of it and knocked it away. And now St. Mary's going to get called for knocking one of the Rockport players down. They went up to try and get ahead on the ball. That little shot that just, Wheeler just got a hand on it. Tipped it, and even tipping it, it still almost went in. It just missed going inside the near post. Conley steps in nicely and picks off the pass. Longstafon gets away from one. Trying to get away from two now. He slipped it between, but they took it away from him. And they knock it upfield. LeBrun pops it up. Kevin Perez tried to head it. LeBrun keeps it alive. Longstafong knocks it to the near side. Conley with it. Trying to throw it in front. And getting there first was Collins knocking it away. De Oliveira couldn't get through. And it gets knocked away. Collins again. Loose. George got a foot on it. Popped it high over the net and out of play. It was belt high, maybe a little bit high. He had to reach up and get it. And it just got under it and tipped it over everything and out of play. Wheeler still flexing that hand that's bothering him. Trying to shake it off. 10 minutes and counting left in a scoreless first half. St. Mary's trying to make it a perfect trifecta here at Manning Field. 3 Lynn boys teams playing. hopefully 3 boys teams winning. 2 of them already, Lynn Tech and Classical. And St. Mary's wants to keep the streak alive. Their football team did the other night. Won a big one over the number 1 seed, Greater Lawrence, winning it in the closing seconds. Moving on to the division final, 1 step away from a Super Bowl. Popped up. Rockport hasn't been down at St. Mary's end for a while. Tipped by George by down the far side. Trying to walk in. Here's Collins again with a nice play, knocking it away. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. As we come just over 8 minutes left in a scoreless first half, we're going to get another timeout. Coming out of the timeout, just over 8 minutes left in a scoreless first half. St. Mary's going to get a corner kick from the far side. Everybody is thankful that the Patriots are playing tonight with these games here in the afternoon. Goalie way out of the net. And I'm looking, driving by, I don't know if you caught it on your screen, there's an ambulance going by with a police car right behind it with the lights blaring, and let's hope there's nothing seriously wrong there. Hopefully whoever they're going to get or taking to the hospital is going to be okay. Let's hope for that. Too much going on everywhere. Too much violence, too much guns, too many accidents. St. Mary's controlling territorial-wise, but they haven't got anything on the board yet. Honks the Fong to George. Can't get around. They drop it back to LeBrun. They knock it deep. Rockport's there. St. Mary's takes it away. Throwing it to the middle. Before George could get there, they knock it away. Longstafong trying to walk in. Rips the shot. Good hard shot. But he sliced it off to the right side. Wide and out of play. Yeah, nice little move to get through a couple of defenders. Got loose. And just pushed it to the right side. Blocked by Conley. George trying to give it back to Conley. Broken up. Defense for Rockport playing well. Longstafong. Broken up. And it goes out off Rockport. George trying to tip it by. They knock it deep. Headed away by the defense. Conley picked it off. Longstafong. Knocking it to the net. Collins knocks it away before it gets there. George was looking to go get it. They knock it to the net, and before George could get it to try and tip it by, it was Collins again making another defensive play, knocking it away. Corner kick coming up. And he knocked it out again. So LeBron will get to do it again. Five minutes and counting left in the scoreless first half. It bounced right off a body of St. Mary's out in front, and they couldn't knock it in. I think I don't know who it was. There was a mob of people out in front. Had to be the most surprised guy in the house. The ball went right by everybody, hit the St. Mary's player right in the chest. And it went down, and he was so surprised he couldn't get his foot on it, and Rockport was able to clear it away. LeBron put it right on the money, and St. Mary's just couldn't take advantage. I'm assuming he never expected that ball to hit him right in the chest. And that's where it got him. So we'll do it again. Loose. Rockport will clear it away. Bernal knocked it deep. Conley broken up. And then he bang it out off Thongstafong. Headed upfield. O'Brien. And he did a nice job. He got there and he knocked it off Bernal. And now the ball goes out of play off Rockport again. Longstafong broken up. Blocked and taken away by Goeli. And he hustles and takes it away again. Trying to get around O'Brien. O'Brien finally knocks it out of play. Great hustle by Andrew Goeli. We'll have two substitutions for Rockport. Throw-in coming from deep. And he gets it almost to the net. Headed away by George. Popped up in the middle. Headed away by St. Mary's from long range. I think there was Ivo Allen. Knocked it high and wide and off to the right side. Now to play. We're in the final 2 minutes. Still scoreless in this Division 4 North. They tipped it by, but then slipping and falling. I think that was Kevin Espino. Pass is blocked. Rockport knocks it away. Rockport coming in, being a number 15 seed against the number 2 seed. They're certainly going to be happy with a scoreless first half, shortening the game. O'Brien was waiting to see if Pappas was going to come and get it. Luckily, he decided he better go get it himself. Longstafong gets by a couple. He knocks it deep. Knocked away. They keep it in play, but they knocked it way too far across field. I think he was trying to center it, and got a lot of foot into it and knocked it from one side to the other, and it floated out away from the net about 1.5 miles. St. Mary's will get the free kick with time winding down. Rockport knocks it upfield. O'Brien tapped it too far ahead, and they blow the whistle. O'Brien got hurt as he tried to beat. He was trying to get to the ball before Allen did, and he went down hard, got hit down around the ankle or the leg. He's getting up, trying to walk it off. So as I mentioned, Rockport's got to be very happy about coming out of the first half with the number 15 seed playing St. Mary's dead even at halftime. It's the same as it was when we started. St. Mary's nothing, Rockport nothing at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field. The lights have been on here for a while. They come on virtually automatically. St. Mary's heavy favorite playing at home, number 2 seed taking off on number 15 Rockport. Rockport has played them to a standstill, 0-0 as we start the second half. We mentioned St. Mary's trying to get Lynn 3-0 in tournaments. 2-0 today. Classical won the first game. Tech won in a shootout yesterday. Centering it and knocked in. Thongs to Fong got it to the net, and George came in and got a head on it and knocked it home. So St. Mary's grabs the lead. George from Thongs to Fong. Perfect timing. Thongs to Fong with the corner kick. George came flying in, got a head on it. Wheeler had no chance on that one, and 20 seconds into the second half, St. Mary's grabs the lead. Thongs to Fong went full tilt and ran right over Tom Michelizzi, and it took him down hard. Good. After normal, they scored 3 straight times. They got in the second half, they got a first down. It was the only first down they got after the 3 touchdowns. Yeah. And in the second half, they only had 29 yards of offense. Yeah. 38 unanswered points. So we couldn't score for a long time. It took 20 seconds for St. Mary's to get on the board here in the second half. Just picture perfect. The corner kick, dead center of the net. George breaking to the net. Didn't waste a moment. Got his head on it and just banged it by. Wheeler had no chance. And St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead. Down the far side, Rockport trying to center it. They got a head on it out in front, but they tipped it wide. Couldn't get a clean shot at it. Out off St. Mary's. And they were lucky to get that one back. Ooh, lazy pass. Nicola almost picked it off. off Longstaphone. And he tried to tip it ahead, and it goes out of play. George goes down. Rockport took him down. And Rockport, it appears, got the worst of that. Ankles coming together. And that's Michelizzi again. He's involved for the second time, and he's gingerly limping on that right foot, trying to run it off. Rockport picked it off. Now they're trying to bang it upfield. They bang it and winds up going back to the net. And Mackey, at the last second, said, "I'll let you take it, Mr. Pappas." And Nick came out and grabbed it. There was a little question mark there. They booted all the way back to the 20-yard line. Now it's cleared away by Rockport. Blocked. Rockport was looking for, they wanted a call. They said they thought it got up and got Nolan Perez on the hand. Official didn't call it. We know Rockport can put the ball in the nets. They got 5 in their game against Matignon. Nolan Perez got a piece of it. Niccolo tracks it down. Ahead, Oliveira. Niccolo knocks it to the far side, and it goes out of play. Tip deep, St. Mary's with it. Rockport picks it off. George back checking, takes it away. Coming back, trying to knock it deep, and it's knocked way out of play by Collins. Faking, knocking it deep, holding onto it, and then getting it back. Bernal broken up. Mackey knocked it deep. It's going to go out off St. Mary's. All of a substitution for Rockport. Niccolo took it away. De Oliveira, Longstaphone tips it up. De Oliveira knocks it too far out in front, and it got cleared away by Mattis. They're calling it out off St. Mary's. And Rockport's going to get a corner kick. They put it in play quickly. Now they try to kick it out in front quickly, and they kick it behind the net out of play. Mackey will kick it away. Rockport heads it back. They take the shot, they shoot over the net. That was Bernal. He's been all over the place. They tipped it to him in the middle. He had plenty of time. I think he wishes he took a little more time with that. He hurried the shot. Didn't have to. There was nobody around him. And he ripped it high over the net and out of play. Rockport knocks it back to the St. Mary's end. They knock it deep, and St. Mary's knocks it back upfield. Rockport took it away. St. Mary's takes it back. Blocked by Rockport, coming back. Down the far side, off the head of George, they tip it back. Trying to get loose for a shot and can't. Taken away nicely by Nolan Perez. Sliding and knocking away is Michelizzi. They knock it deep, and Rockport's there to knock it away, and they're coming back the other way. De Oliveira. Back to LeBrun. Near side to Kevin Perez. Slips it through a couple of defenders, but then it got knocked away by Vanderpool. And Vanderpool knocks it away again. And LeBrun and Mackey almost gave it away. They were, you got it, no, you got it. I think it was LeBrun that finally knocked it away. St. Mary's with the throw-in. They throw it deep. St. Mary's going to get there. Trying to throw it in front. Couldn't get a lot on it. Now they're saying it was tipped. St. Mary's going to get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. I'm not sure what the official on the near side is doing. He's going all the way to the far side. And he's saying it's not a corner kick. He's saying it's closer than a corner kick. They're kicking it from just inside the end zone. Now they're going to mark off the steps for Rockport to move that picket fence back. This is a tough angle. They rip it and they knock it in. I think George got a piece of it again. They expected him to go over the top. De Oliveira didn't go over the picket fence. He kicked sort of like a ground ball right by it. And as it got just to the far post, there was George again out in front. This time he tipped it with his foot instead of his head. And St. Mary's grabs a 2-0 lead. Just under 28 minutes left in this one. St. Mary's leading 2-0. We'll get a timeout. Wheels turning on both sides as they come out of the timeout. David Curley talking to his troops, trying to generate some offense. Mike D'Agostino happy about St. Mary's turning it around a little bit. George with 2 goals. He was George on the spot twice, heading one in, tipping the other one in with his foot. LeBron hits it straight up in the air, headed all the way back, and then headed away by Perez. Longs the Fong to George. Skips through to Conley. Ahead to De Oliveira. George with it. Back to De Oliveira. Conley trying to center it. I don't know what that call was. It looked like De Oliveira had the pass. I don't know if they tipped it and it went off his hand, but Rockport's getting a free kick. That has to be the play. They had to say that it went up and deflected off the hand or the arm of De Oliveira. Perez heads it back the other way. He gets headed back. Longs to Fong. Double teamed. Gets it by both. He gets knocked out by Michelizzi, and St. Mary's will get a corner kick. They play it quickly now. They throw it out in front, looking for George again. Deflected away. Conley keeps it alive. Knocks it to the net. Good hard shot by Conley. Wheeler had to make a big save. That was going in the far corner. Terrific bid by Matt Conley. That one bounces by everybody. Headed away by O'Brien. LeBron knocks it deep. De Oliveira. Deep down the near side. Conley getting there. Pushed off the play and knocked down. The free kick will come from a little less than a corner kick, just outside the end zone. De Oliveira looking to take it. Overshot the runway. It went by everybody. Klaskell gets it back. Trying to throw it out in front. Headed out. Knocked out by Rockport. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Spartans. It could be a sweep. They announced here that St. Mary's girls playing at Lowell Catholic were leading 2-0. They slide it across, and Thong Stefan got a rip at it and lifted it high over everything and out of play. St. Mary's makes a substitution, and Ryan Freer coming in the ballgame. George knocks it down. Freer tips it. And Rockport knocks it out. It's been down the Rockport end for quite a while now. Freer with the throw-in. Knocked out again by Cam. Freer again with the throw-in. De Oliveira slips through a couple. Tried to tip it by, couldn't. They broke it up. George winds up with it. LeBron pops it way up in the air. Longstaffon got a head on it. They get it loose, and I think that was Nguyen, was about a step away from getting that. It got tipped toward the net, and Nguyen just came up a little bit shy. Wheeler got there first. Rockport tried to get something going. They get into St. Mary's territory for the first time in a while, and they give it away. George picks it off, and it's right back on the Rockport end. Knocked deep. Rockport gets there first and knocks it out. O'Brien will take the throw in. Knocked away. St. Mary's breaks it up again. Mackey knocks it back. And I think they call St. Mary's offside. They get upfield, Michelizzi. And the Oliveira is going to get called. He just kind of touched Michelizzi, and he slid down. And he turned like, are you going to call that? And just as he turned around, they said free kick. Headed towards the net. Mackey is there to clear it away and carry it away. And it goes out off Mackey. Substitutions. 8 this time for Rockport. They make them in droves. Mattis will take the throw in. Have we reached the halfway mark of the second half? St. Mary's getting 2 goals, one of them coming 20 seconds in. Corner kick coming up. Mattis, I think, is the one that's going to take it from the near side. Pappas, great save, and another great save. That one was, I think that was Perez, the last one. Pappas made 2. Made a great save knocking it away, and then they got another shot at it, and it was Nolan Perez who made the save. Pappas made 2 big ones with the ball loose in front, one great one. The second effort, he went up, second chance for Rockport, he went up and got a hand on it and knocked it away. He was out of position. They had an easy open net, and Nolan Perez made the last save, and it keeps it a 2-0 lead. Rockport could have got back in the game. LeBrun with the throw in. And it goes out off Rockport. St. Mary's will make a couple of substitutions. Matt Gallego and Freya go out. And they knock it up in the seats. And that's the second time they've knocked it down to the front gate. It went out the exit, down to the front gate. Nolan Perez trying to get around the defense. He wound up getting tripped from behind by Bernal. D'Oliveira will take the free kick, and he gets it to Thong. Now he takes it, knocks it to the net, and that was going in. He put it right on the net, and Wheeler had to go as high as he could to knock that out. That was going inside the near post, under the top crossbar. Perfect kick by Thiago D'Oliveira. And Wheeler had to make a very good save, otherwise it was going to be 3-0. Try to push it ahead to George. The defense got a piece and knocked it away. Nolan Perez, D'Oliveira, blocked, gets it back, gets around, trying to walk through, got broken up. He got through two, but the third one picked it off. LeBron knocks it back the other way. D'Oliveira takes it away. Couldn't get around, he got taken down. No call though. He couldn't get the shot off, he tried to pull it around so he could. And he got knocked off the play. Territorial-wise and score-wise, St. Mary's has controlled the second half. George has scored two perfect passes, if you will. A free kick, a corner kick, belongs to Fong. George tipped it home, and then a free kick. D'Oliveira knocked it by the picket fence to the near post, and George was there to get a foot on it and tip it home. "15 minutes and counting left in this one. The winner will move on to the quarterfinals. And St. Mary's will probably get, not probably, will get a home game. St. Mary's will get whoever the number 7 seed is. And banging and bumping going on. And Bernal wound up flat on his back at the 45-yard line. There was no call on the play. And they're going to come out and check on him. Let's hope the young man's going to be okay. He seemed like he was all right. Trying to get a shot off. They kind of chipped it, and it went high, wide, and out of play. That was Prentice, I believe, with the left foot. Mackey drills it away. Knocked deep. Rockport knocks it back the other way. Conley got a piece. George tracks it down, sends it to the far side. And it goes out off St. Mary's. Coming up on 12 minutes left. Rockport's got to get a little giddy up in their step because they need 2 to get back in it. 3 if they want to win it. Yeah, everybody's going to mill around looking for this free kick. Now, actually, it's a throw-in, and Mattis, we've seen him before, he can reach the net from here. They're all milling out in front of the net. Normally, they're a lot closer than this for the throw-in. He throws it all the way out to the middle of the field, and St. Mary's clears it away. And then St. Mary's gets knocked down for their effort. Longstaffon went down hard, and I think they're giving St. Mary's a free kick. Nolan Perez kicks it ahead to Longstaffon. He gets it ahead to De Oliveira. Conley with it out in the middle. George lined it up and got under it, looking for a hat trick. He got under it and tipped it up over the net and out of play. No standing on the steps. St. Mary's will get the throw-in. And now it goes off St. Mary's. Ten minutes and counting left in this one. Battling going on. Taken away by De Oliveira. Trying to slip it ahead. It got broken up. They knock it deep. LeBron is there to knock it away. They bang it off Rockport. And they got a break. They banged it off Goelli, and he looked like he might get it and walk in, but he couldn't track it down before it went out of play. 9 minutes and counting. St. Mary's on top, 2-0. Headed away and then headed back. Longstaffon took it away, gets by a few. And that's the second time at least that he's run over Michelizzi. But St. Mary's lost it. Now they get it back. Nolan Perez took it away. De Oliveira broken up. Perez gets it back. De Oliveira takes the shot. It looked like it was going to miss and go wide of the near post, but Wheeler didn't take any chances, went out, slid, got it, and made the save, and kicks it away. Booms it out to midfield. Longstaffon with it. with a rush, gets around, gets it to George down the far side. Trying to walk in, throws it out in front. Couldn't get a piece of it. And they get a shot, but they try to one-time it and tip it through, and they knocked it wide of the net and out of play. I think that was Kevin Perez coming in from the near side who had a opportunity, but full force coming in. He got a foot on it and didn't get it to the net. It went wide of the net. St. Mary's makes a substitution. Freer is back in the game. LeBron knocks it out. Broken up. Mackey knocks it deep. Headed away. Again, Rockport really has to hustle now. With 7 minutes and counting left, they're down 2 scores. They haven't come close in the second half. Picked off nicely by St. Mary's, coming back the other way. They knock it deep, knocked it too deep. Rockport picked it off. Down the near side. Trying to throw it in front. LeBron was there to knock it out of play. Corner kick coming up. They go quickly. And they try to throw it in front. Knocked it down. They tried to get their body on it and lined up a shot, but they pushed it too far toward the net. And St. Mary's was able to clear it away, and then they knocked it way up over everything, all the way out to the scoreboard. Another 8 substitution break for Rockport. Stefan knocks it ahead. Perez with it. Block taken away. And they blow the whistle for some reason. It must have hit Rockport in the hand when they knocked it away from Perez, because they're going to give St. Mary's a free kick. Perez will take it from just outside the 40-yard line. Gives it to Stefan with a rush. Walks to the middle, takes the shot, and knocks it home. Made a little move, went to inside the 15-yard line, and just ripped it inside the far post. And we have Matt Conley for St. Mary's, and now we have Matt Conley, who's going to be in net for Rockport. So a very pretty goal by Stefan. He has a goal and an assist in this one. And he just beat a couple of defenders, broke quickly to the middle, and just let a laser beam go that I don't think Wheeler ever saw. Behind the back, Stefan. And now it looks like the warm-up before the game. Everybody going back to back. Look, they get a four-man weave trying to hold on to the ball. And before they threw it in, they're going to make a substitution. Nolan Perez will get a break. Into Thongstafong. And a little behind the back. I don't think you want to. You're leading 3-0. I don't think you want to do anything that could even be interpreted as to, wow. The goalie came out. Thongstafong just ripped that one. It went over everybody's head under the top crossbar from outside the 20-yard line. They were playing keep away. I was about to say, you don't want to do this behind the back stuff. You don't want to make even anywhere it can be interpreted as you're, embarrassing the other team. And he pulled it out just inside the 25-yard line. He ripped it to the net, and the goalie had no chance. Matt Conley just watched it sail over his head under the top crossbar, dead center of the net. Thongstafong has got a couple. Now he's walking in again. And St. Mary's knocks it home. Thongstafong will get the assist. And this is going to look like a rout for St. Mary's, but it was 0-0 at halftime.
Goal scored by Joey Thongstafong on the fourth. Rigo Rivera on the fifth.
Thongstafong and De Oliveira are doing those behind the back movements. They were the ones that combined just now on that last goal. So Oliveira's got a goal and assist. Thongstafong's got 2 goals and an assist. Actually, Thongstafong has got, De Oliveira's got 2 assists. Thongstafong's got 2 assists and 2 goals. De Oliveira has scored with his 2 assists. George has got 2. Nolan Perez has got an assist. And we're in the final 2 minutes, and it looks like, a blowout for St. Mary's, but they had to work hard in the second half. It was midway through the second half. It was still just 1-0. George, 2 goals made it 2-0. He scored the first one very quickly in the second half, but it was still 1-0 until George got that second one, probably not quite midway through the second half, and then all of a sudden, Thongstafong gets 2, De Oliveira gets 1, and with 2 minutes left, St. Mary's has a lot of new faces out there. So St. Mary's is going to pick up their 16th win in the tournament. A good year by Rockport. They go 1-1 in the tournament. They're going to finish up at 9-7-1, but they got to win a game in the state tournament, and they played the number 2 seed dead even for a half. And Pappas, a couple of great saves there when it was still a game, 2-0. A couple of great saves and a great save by Nolan Perez that kept it a 2-0 game. And then De Oliveira and Thongstafong took over. So George got the first 2, and that was all they needed. A corner kick from Thongstafong, he headed it in, and then with a free kick, instead of going over the picket fence trying to go to the net, De Oliveira hit a little ground ball underneath, and George was there to tip it with his foot. He got the first two. And then Thongstafong from Perez, Thongstafong from De Oliveira, and then De Oliveira from Thongstafong. So multi-scorers. George got two, Thongstafong got two, De Oliveira got one. De Oliveira picked up a couple assists. Perez got an assist, and Thongstafong picked up a couple of assists. And St. Mary's pulled away at the end of the second half, and they win it going away 5-0. They eliminate Rockport, who will finish up at 9-7-1. St. Mary's picks up their 16th win. They'll move on to the quarterfinals of Division 4 North, and more than likely they will play, probably, it might be Tuesday, here, a home game for the Spartans. So 5-0. George and Thongstafong both getting 2 goals apiece to lead the parade. St. Mary's goes to 16-2-2. Rockport will finish at 9-7-1. 5-0 St. Mary's over Rockport. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.